This award is for a person that taught me a lot of things when I was training with him. That's Teddy Acunto. He taught me many things, but more than boxing, he taught me my life. A lot of people don't understand about life, trying to coincide with boxing. He taught me how to take care of my family, do the right thing, don't try to get in trouble. I try to live a clean life that I did. And when Matt was coming up with the idea for the award, I was like, yo, the only person I think that should get the award this year is Teddy Acunto. So that's why I'm saying, Teddy Acunto.
Thank you. Good enough, better man, percentage, and we appreciate it very much. Before I say anything, I hope you recognize a world champion back there, S.A.L.D.A. You know, some of the greatest pro fighters, some of the greatest amateur fighters of all time. Definitely, if I put a list together, Mark Greenland, and he would be on that list, obviously with Howard Davis as some of the greatest amateurs I ever saw, but I would put this guy on the list too, Dennis Milton. One of the greatest. I don't think anybody realizes what a monster he was as an amateur. He was destroying guys from that Bed-Stuy gym. He was just winning every year. And I want to, with all the champions that are here, I'd like to, they're all special, but there's one that's very special to me, and that's the one standing behind me. And I'd just like to say before, because I've got to talk about somebody else than about myself. Tyrone Jackson, I just want to tell you, Tyrone, you won the title that night many years ago in Los Angeles at the Forum. And it was against Manuel Medina, who went on to be a hell of a champion. And even though the judges didn't get it right, everybody in that arena knew that you won. You knew that you won. I knew that you won. And you've been winning every day since, as a husband, as a father, and as a man. And I want to just tell you how proud I am of you. I had a little bit of a fight last night. Not a fight with a person, but with an airplane. At an airport. I had to cover the Mayweather fight last night in Vegas, the Sports Center. And I didn't know I was going to cover that when I made a commitment to Matt, when he gave me this honor and asked me if I would accept it. And then this came up with ESPN, and it was going to be kind of hard to make it. But I gave my word I would make it. So I got the latest red eye possible after I did the post-fight stuff with ESPN. And it was set up where it was going to get me into JFK through Minneapolis because there was no other way to go. And it was going to get me in there at 11 o'clock. Well, you know, good plans go awry sometimes. I'm on a plane. We get out on the runway in Las Vegas. And, well, yeah, the engine on the right side is not working. That's not good. That's bad. And I said, you know, even with a commitment to these people, that's something I should think about twice. They told people if you want to get off the plane, you can get off the plane. At first they were going to fix it. It was a valve. After about an hour of that, they decided we needed a new plane, which I was glad. I was very happy. So we had to come back to the, back to the ramp and get off the plane and get on the other plane. And then we are off to Minnesota. And then I find out that I missed my connection, obviously, in Minnesota. So after running around trying to get on different planes, I finally, they decide, well, we can't get you into Kennedy, we can get you into LaGuardia. So I finally got here. I wanted to say that I wouldn't have went through that, to be quite frank, just for an award. I appreciate the hell out of the award, I appreciate the hell out of all these. But I didn't come here for an award, because I really don't believe awards define us. I believe the way we care about others defines us. Amen. And that's why, unless the wind fell off, I was going to come here. Because this organization cares about people. They care about others. And they showed it today in the way that they cared about Howard Davis. They allowed Golden Glove champion, an Olympian, a dignified champion. They allowed him to keep his dignity while they honored him, and to remind them of how he's not forgotten. That's very important. Before I finish, I want to say that one of the things that I really do appreciate when you're good enough to give an award to somebody that I don't really deserve it, but I appreciate that I can share it with my wife Elaine, because it's a chance to say thank you. And I can share it with my children, and I'm very blessed, as many of you are. They're not here, but my son works with Oakland Raiders. I would appreciate it if we all go home and cheer for the Raiders today. And my daughter, she's an attorney, and she was out of town, she couldn't be here. But I appreciate you giving me something that I can share with them and say thank you. And lastly, I appreciate that all of you have become the greatest corner in the world for fighters that don't fight anymore, but they still need love and they need care. Thank you.